Right, hope we are all good. You might now notice we are indeed hands-free. I've got some mad like suction cup thing that basically holds my camera to the roof of the car, and I'm hoping it doesn't fall. Because if it does, then I'll be driving to the gym and looking at a camera falling on the floor that's cost me an arm and a leg, to be quite frank. So, the plan is go to the gym. We've got pushing arms today. However, we're trying something a bit new. So, I mentioned before, pre-workout, I don't get on my Stim pre-workout at all. However, I thought, do you know what? Might as well give it another try. I haven't tried it for the past probably it's got to be over a year, possibly even 2 years, since I last had an actual Stim pre. So when I was last doing my order for pit stop, I got a free pre. It was a free pre-sample. It was like 5 servings of like a Stim pre-workout, and it's not gonna lie, flavour wise, kind of debatable. It's cola bottle flavour, I know, bogging. So cola bottle, I think it's like 300 milligrams of caffeine. Now, last time I took a pre-workout and I was like proper shaking, couldn't function properly, it was like 450, I think. So it's not quite as high as that. So hopefully I should be alright. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite scared to take it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I've got 2 sessions left. Yesterday I had legs yesterday, pushing arms today, pull tomorrow, then I've got 4 days straight off the gym, and then 3 D-volume sessions kind of leading up to the start of prep anyway. So I got a good chance to kind of just try it again and see if it kind of works for me, you know what I mean? It's quite early as well. Just now it is 10 to 2, so it's early enough for a Stim pre anyway, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it is. If it's awful and I feel absolutely terrible, that's my mistake. I learn from it, we move on, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? But hopefully it sits alright and I get a good session, a solid pump, and I feel buzzing the entire time, you know what I mean? Because it's pushing arms, it's a good session, man. I actually really enjoy this session as a whole. So I'm kind of thinking a wee bit of caffeine boost, higher mood, it might be even better, you know what I mean? So we'll find out. I'm going to taste it now, give you a wee taste test and all, but hopefully it's not absolutely awful. Cola bottle stuff usually is kind of shit, to be fair, but I mean, it smells like a cola bottle sweetie, cola bottle sweetie, which is, again, I'm not a fan of Haribo, like pure cola bottles either, so I don't know what I'm thinking, but aye. I mean, it's not bad. It tastes as you'd expect, like a pure cola bottle sweetie to taste, which isn't awful, but at the same time, don't really like cola bottles, so it's like, I don't really like the flavour, but it's not too bad. It's just kind of, it's alright. So we'll down this, get driving off to the gym. Hopefully the camera does not break or fall or whatever. It says it can hold up to 5 kilos. This is like 1.7 kilos the camera and the lens, up to like 60 mile an hour. Now, I know I've got a fast car, I'm going to be driving so fast, it's not even that fast at all. I'm going to stay under that just to be safe. There's a few like national speed limit roads and all that, however I won't be doing any more than 60 just to be safe for the camera's sake, you know what I mean? You know what, man? It's not that bad. It's just not exactly nice, to be honest. But we're going to the gym. If my car starts, which it has, we're okay. We're going to the gym and get pushing arms ticked off, and we'll go from there. But here's hoping this camera does not fall. We'll find out literally right now when we start moving. I'm going to put this back up here now. So I was using that to kind of block my, Jesus man, block the sun. However, hopefully the sun sort of angle changes here. Jesus man, that has changed right into my face. Right, we're off so far. First speed bump, no camera falling, so we're alright. Aye, but with prep starting literally next week now, it's under a week pretty much, to be fair. I've got all my kind of new like meal planning that through. So I know what I'm eating in terms of like my first sort of week off prep anyway. Just now I think I'm on like 3.5k calories roughly. In fact maybe even less than that, I think it's maybe like 3k, 3.2k. But starting prep, that drops to, I believe it's 2.6 or 2.7 on a training day. A rest day, I think it's like 2.4. What I'll do is like screenshot the like both meal plans, my training day and rest day, and then kind of just like put a wee screenshot up anyway. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Like, as I said before, I'm like 89 kilos just now. On average, it's like 88.6. But I feel good. I feel strong in the gym. I never feel absolutely awful after a session. Like I'm always feeling good, like progressing something, or just like feeling good overall. You know what I mean? Like good stimulus, like good strength overall, feeling full, good pumps, that kind of stuff. So I know once food gets like really low, pumps might kind of fade here and there and not be like the best. But at the same time, to get like lean, you need to be feeling flat. You know what I mean? So that's obviously a long time away. Like I've got like 20, I think it's like 22 weeks. In fact, I won't say the exact weeks out from my show. But it's like 20 to 24 weeks. 22 is just a kind of random number. So 20 to 24 weeks out from the first show. So hopefully by like say week 12 to 14, I'll be like relatively lean by that point, like feeling pretty good. But again, as long as like strength is holding up in the gym, stimulus, everything else is just kind of bang on the entire like 20 weeks, I'm not going to complain at all, man. Like, yeah, you could like go in the gym and pure chase like heavy numbers and like progress every single lift if you really wanted to, but at the same time, it's like doing that, chances are you're going to sacrifice form to some extent, you know what I mean? And I just don't want to do that. I've done it before. Like, I went in the gym thinking, right, okay, I need to like progress loads, progress reps every single session and like consistently keep getting better and getting better. But like realistically, moving more load and getting more reps doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting better. Like, if you're in the gym and you're like progressing in some sense, the way that I see it, if progression to me is like progressing in some sense, it does not have to be reps or weight. It doesn't have to be that at all. It could genuinely be like you've improved your tempo, so your control of the weight and the load that you're using that week, or that session, is better than the previous week. Or it could be your breathing, like you're controlling your breathing more, you're not pure gas at the end of your set, it's like your actual muscle that you're breaking down, not your cardiovascular system and pure blowing out your arse by the end of your set, you know what I mean? So as long as like something is progressing to me, I'm like, right, okay, that's a win. But if I've improved my breathing, cool. If I've improved my tempo, great. I've improved my bracing, like all these kind of things, like to me, that is some form of progression. Like I don't need to go in and go, right, okay, I need to move heavier load, I need to get more reps, like I'm pure done chasing that kind of stuff, man. Like, yeah, putting your muscles under kind of like new stimulus, of course, forces growth. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going in the gym and pure like shying away from heavier load or like shying away from that last 50-50 rep. Like, I'm going to still go for those kind of things, but it's not pure like I'm going in the gym and I need to get an extra rep or I need to get more load. Like, if more load is there, i.e. my rep range is 7 to 10, the last 2 weeks I've got 10, cool, I'll add 2.5 kilos, or I'll add, pardon me, or I'll add 1.25 kilos. Like, at the end of the day, if it's there to take, obviously I'm going to take it, you know what I mean? But my whole like intent now isn't go in the gym and make sure that weight is progressed or reps are progressed. Like, there's just no need, man, end of the day. So to me, if progression's there, I take it. If it's not, I progress in some form of other way, pretty much. But in that little small chat, we're literally basically at the gym. This is how close the gym is to me. It's kind of mad. It's literally like a 5-minute drive, if that. So we'll park up in 2 wee seconds and then I'll speak to you then. Alright, we have arrived at the gym. I'm not gonna lie, I drank that pre like probably 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and I'm kind of already starting to tingle a wee bit. So that just kind of shows you that my tolerance to caffeine is like in the bin. Like, it just hits me straight away. So I'm going to get in the gym, waste no time, and use this little buzz, you know what I mean? But I'm hoping it's actually a good session and that I just feel good off of it. Like, the last thing I want is to go in here and just feel like absolute shit, pure crazy, like try to itch my skin off and like just feeling terrible. Like, that's how it was last time. I just felt pure ill. Like, I'd go in and like the caffeine was just like pure trying to escape every like pore it could in my body, man. So hopefully we go in, just get a good pump, good concentration, good focus, and everything just feels relatively smooth. But what I will do is probably record a kind of mid-session update of how I'm feeling, if I'm still alive, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But I won't record the whole session. I want to kind of just get in the day and just make sure I'm like fully just zoned in, man. So a wee kind of mid-session update I'll get done, and of course I'll update you after the session as well. We kind of drive home and then basically go from there. So I'll catch you in the next bit. Right, session is ticked off. I would be the only guy that plans to record like a video of himself taking pre-workout with Stim for the first time. I can show you the kind of what's happening inside the gym, but I forgot my mad adapter for my tripod, so I couldn't actually put the camera on the tripod, so I couldn't record anything inside the gym. So we're back in the car. I'll give you a kind of a post-session review of how it felt. So the one that actually I put a wee photo of it up was a Perform Stim Pre, the cola bottle flavour like I mentioned before. It was actually alright tasting, it wasn't awful. Feeling wise, like during the session I felt pretty energised and like kind of aware and sort of alert, if you know what I mean. The first like 25-30 minutes of my session I was like itching like beyond belief, man. Like, it wasn't nice. But again, I'm probably pretty sensitive to like caffeinated pre, all that kind of stuff. It probably heightens the kind of other components of the pre, you know what I mean? But overall it was actually pretty good. Like, the session was actually a very good session, like overall progressed across the board. It's also very hot in this car, so let's just put this down rapid. But overall, a good session. Pre was good, actually enjoyed it. I probably won't use it like all the time, but I kind of thought, you know what, I'll try it now. So when it comes to prep, if there's kind of points where I'm like, oh, I feel pure done in the day, like I'm not really want to do this session, all that kind of stuff, like I can kind of use these sort of other tools, if you know what I mean. Obviously, if like sleep and like food, recovery in general is like on point, you will have like good energy most of the time. I think everybody kind of thinks, we're going to a diet, I'm eating less food, I'm still training hard, I'm going to be like always battered and always feeling shattered. And to be fair, I don't think that's the case at all. Like, diets that I've had before, like if my sleep's been on point, I'm like well hydrated, my meal timings are like pretty spot on, like I don't really feel that gubbed all the time in terms of like feeling tired and like lethargic, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like I said before, I haven't been like pure stage lean, but I've been pretty lean before, so I kind of know how it feels to be relatively lean anyway. I haven't really felt like pure gubbed and lethargic. Now that being said, I haven't been stage lean before, so I might get to that kind of point and be like, oh my god, man, I feel like a pure zombie. And if I do, I can use pre and sort of Stim pre, maybe even just kind of the weekends or that kind of stuff to sort of fuel my sessions, you know what I mean? I don't want to rely on it, but I don't want to start like taking Stim pre all the time and like pure relying on the caffeine buzz taking it from my session, you know what I mean? There's no point in doing that. I want to kind of just have natural energy for the most part, but if I need it here and there, I'll use Stim pre as a kind of a tool, so to speak. But session ticked off. I've got one more to go before the deload, and that is pool tomorrow. So once pool is ticked off tomorrow, we're then on a deload for 4 days, I think it is. It's either 4 or 5 days, just completely off the gym. Then 3 devolume sessions to kind of kickstart prep, on new prep food as well. So it's good. We've got one more session to go. Once that's ticked off, I can just relax for 4 days and then basically go from there, man. But we'll get driving home. Seeing as we're obviously finished in the gym. Now, hopefully you can still see me, because obviously I'm now driving and I have to put the lights off, because I don't know if anybody else got told this when they were younger, but apparently it's against the law to have these wee lights on. Now, I think that's a myth, to be fair, but at the same time, Do I want to risk that? No. It probably is so daft me saying that now. People are like, you actually stupid, you actually believe that, you think that's real. Like, to be fair, I do think it's real, and I'd rather not take the risk of getting pulled by the police or having a light on, you know what I mean? I could just Google it and find out if it's true or not, but you know, I'm living life on the edge, and well, I'm not even getting the lights on, so technically I'm not. I've been an absolute shitebag and keeping the lights off, but I found that myth quite an interesting one. If you have a light on, you get pulled by the police, you know what I mean? But plan of action for tonight is literally go home and chill out, man. Like I've said before, like on my kind of like days that I train, I like to come back for the gym and literally just chill out as much as I can. Like I don't really like coming back and kind of doing something pure active or like being like doing an activity, all that kind of stuff. Like I don't mind it, but I would do stuff. I would go out and do things, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, like you pure batter yourself in the gym. Sometimes you want to just come home and literally just sit in your arse and either watch TV or I'm a pure nerd, man. I like playing PS, playing games, you know, I'm a pure gamer, you know what I mean? So I just sit and like play PS for a couple of hours and then just go to sleep, man. Like I've not got the most exciting life, to be fair. If you're watching these vlogs thinking, oh, I wonder when Aiden's life is going to get so exciting, I'm really, really sorry, man. Like, find somebody else to watch me, because I'm not the most exciting person. I might be relatable to you if you're a pure lazy bastard. Nah, I'm not even lazy, man. I just like, when I've got time to chill out, I use the time to chill out, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, when I go to the gym, I'm in there for like 2.5 hours and I'm like pushing myself as hard as I possibly can. Like, I'm a very like firm believer of if you go to the gym and you're pure like half-arsing your sets and like you can't be bored being there and you're just like, oh, I'll leave a couple reps in the tank because I'm tired today, like I don't think there's any point. Like realistically, you could go to the gym for like half as many times in a week. Like say for example you go 4 times a week, right, but you go in every session and all you do is go, oh, can't be arsed today, man, I'm going to leave like 3-4 reps in the tank every single set, and that is you 4 times a week, right? If you went in the gym twice a week and you actually pushed your sets to failure, or like 1 rep off a failure, right? Like kind of just avoiding 50-50 reps. If you went in the gym and actually like pushed yourself to the limits for 2 days a week, I can almost guarantee you'd probably get more out of your training than you would do going 4 times a week and just half-arsing it all the time. Like, I just don't get it. People that go to the gym, right, and they kind of, well, they say they want to make a change and they want to see their body improve, all this kind of stuff, right? If you're really that serious about kind of making a change in your body, push yourself in the gym. Like, get inside the gym and rather than just going, oh, I'm tired today, man. It was a pure long day at work. I can't be bored, man. Or I couldn't really drink much water today because I was like non-stop. Or I missed a meal today because I was like pure hammered at work. Whatever it is, like if you're kind of making excuses for yourself, you're already setting yourself back. Like if you miss a meal, that's not an excuse to go into the gym and go, oh, I can't be bored today. Like I missed that meal, so I just need to kind of no bother, push myself in the gym. Like it makes no sense. Like you'd be better off just not going to the gym and just going, oh, do you know what, I'll just patch it today. Like I just don't believe in going to the gym and being lazy about it, man. So when I go in, I'm like, every single session, no matter how I feel, I'm just like, right, push myself as much as I possibly can. And it gets to a point where it's like, when you're pushing yourself that hard all the time, you go, right, when I've got spare time that's no in the gym or no working or no editing videos like this, you know what I mean? I just want to chill it, man. But I just want to sit and either eat or do nothing, man. So as I said, it's not the most exciting life, but at the same time, it works for me. Like, I'm relatively happy with my wee kind of routine that I've got going and like what I do day to day, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there probably is shit that I can like change and improve on, which doing this is helping me do that, like speaking up and speaking about certain things, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to just kind of get out that comfort zone more and just like rather than just going, right, okay, I'll just sit and like do nothing. When I get home tonight, I'm like, you know what, I'll like edit a video or I'll like speak to a camera or whatever, man. Like I'm just trying to kind of do more things. rather than just kind of being lazy at night and just sitting on my arse, you know what I mean? So that is my plan of attack when it comes to prep in general, man. Just kind of be more productive where and when I can. Yeah, still use my spare time to relax and chill out and do things that I enjoy doing, but at the same time, I need to kind of realise, you know what, as cringy as it might sound, you do only live once, and there's no point me... Oh, hold on, don't want to crash into my mum's car. There's no point me, like, basically half-arsing life at that point, you know what I mean? And as like cringy as that might sound, like, oh, just because you're sitting doing nothing for an hour or two doesn't mean you're half-arsing life. I'm not saying that I am, but it's like, if I come home and it's like every day I'm training after the gym, I go, right, okay, I'm going to just sit in my arse and do nothing for like 4 or 5 hours, or like sit and play PS for like 3 hours. Like, realistically, it's not the most productive thing to do, is it? So I'm like, do you know what, if I just came home and like done something like this, or like spoke to a camera, or edited YouTube videos or Instagram videos, whatever it may be, if I'm like doing something that is going to help me either progress as a person, or hopefully can I help progress my career in that sense. Like, at the end of the day, my main goal in like life in general is to do something that I love, something that I'm passionate about, rather than working like a 9 to 5 that realistically I don't love doing. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I love coaching, I love going to the gym, I love training, I love like bodybuilding as a whole. If I could get a career where it's like, right, okay, I'm either bodybuilding full time, which I hope to like get to that stage at some point in life, or I'm coaching full time, at that point I'm basically living my dream life. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, if I'm doing something that I love doing full time, I am then technically living my dream life, you know what I mean? So rather than kind of being lazy at night when I could be doing like productive things, I'm going to go, do you know what? This year, I know it's pure like dumb to say, like 2026, new year, new me, all that kind of shit. But it's like 2026, my whole like focus is use those hours that haven't been as productive over the kind of past year or two and make them very, very productive hours, whether it be editing or speaking to a camera or just posting things that can kind of further my career, you know what I mean? That is my main goal this year. Progress myself as much as I possibly can, progress my business as much as I possibly can, and just keep growing as a person, man. So rather than having these lazy hours and lazy periods of life, so to speak, I'm going to just try and be more productive and more sort of on the ball with things, man. 'Cause I just need to do it. I need to bite the bullet. And one thing I need to bite the bullet with, by the way, this is going to sound so dumb, but see these things, man, see phones, right, first off, I spend way too much time on that thing, but at the same time, see the storage thing, every single day I get a message that says, storage is full. I'm just like, I can't delete any more shit, man. I've not even got that many photos on my phone, right, and it says that system data has like 115 gigabytes. I'm like, what else can I delete to have space on this phone? So I need to buy a new phone, first off, a business phone. I need to buy a business phone first, and then basically just like spend less time on it, but like use it more efficiently, if that makes sense. Like, rather than scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, man, I need to just like use it for like business use and like making content. That is all I use my phone for. Like speaking to clients, posting stuff on Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff, and just using it as a kind of like productive tool rather than a pure brain rot thing, man. Because I put my hands up, man. I'm a pure bad victim for it. I just sit and I just like scroll through shit for like an hour and go, oh my god, I've just wasted an hour of my life just scrolling through fucking Instagram or TikTok. Like, it's a lot of shit, man. Like, it really, really is. Like, it's nothing even like educational, and I need to start doing that. Like, I do a J3U university. It's John Jewett. If you know who John Jewett is, like, massive bodybuilder, very, very like knowledgeable. I bought his course. I've been doing that course consistently, right? But see, when it comes to my phone, I don't do it on my phone. I do it on my computer. So it's like, when I go on my phone, it's just like actual brain rot, man. So that has to go in 2026, right? That is my thing. Be more productive, be less brain rot, and just be more kind of like growth and business focused. That is my goals for this year, man. So as well as prep, that's the main goal. Be more productive, grow as much as I possibly can, and of course, smash prep, get on stage, and hopefully win a show or two, man. But yes, hopefully you've oh my god, man. Hopefully you have enjoyed A sort of different style vlog with a kind of hands-free camera approach. But yes, apart from that, I'll catch you in the next one.